Hello, I am Kick the PJ. No need for introductions because this is my channel. This is PJ the Kick, my side channel, so you know who I am, presumably. The video you're watching is a bit of a discussion, or director's commentary if you will, or just general talking about my latest film on Kick the PJ, Planet Kid. I wanted to kind of talk about the concept and the idea and the character and the world in which he inhabits, just to give you a bit more of a further understanding of what the hell I was on about. Because I know it was a very confusing film. It is indeed the third part of the Lullaby trilogy, consisting of Lullaby Cube, Lullaby Cubed, and now Planet Kid. The reason it's more like the first one rather than the second one, because firstly, I made it all by myself, and secondly, I wanted to experiment with just storytelling, just writing something and reading it to you. I am indeed still writing my audiobook, so I thought it would be good practice to see if I can write a story and just tell it to you without the need of super fancy visuals. I know there was some stuff in there that was still looking a bit fancy, but that was just because it needed something. So that is why it was very dialogue heavy and story driven. It is the third video in the Lullaby trilogy and it takes place thousands of years after Lullaby Cube. So the idea is that this same kid, Planet Kid, is the same guy from those other two videos, which happened quite closely together. It skips 1,000 years and we join Planet Kid sitting in his space den. The idea about his space den is that he lost his house in the Great Glass War, where all these future glass lords rose up and basically just eliminated everyone who wasn't part of the glass race, leaving Planet Kid, who was just this kid, to have to pretty much go rogue, as he says in the video. So he escapes the war and basically he goes into hiding. But at the end of Lullaby Cubed, the idea is that he wakes up and he can't dream anymore. He's done with that. And so in Planet Kid, he really misses those dreams. He's going a bit crazy inside his head. All of this crazy stuff has happened to him and he can't even escape in his own dreams because they don't happen anymore. So he went to someone who could put the dreams back into his head and basically he was a bit in the deep end. So Planet Kid commits to doing this thing for Kaito. As payment, he goes and searches for these rare lost creatures, which Kaito then is going to take and experiment on them and make them do things they don't want to do. And the whole video is kind of like this journey of being so desperate that you'll do anything to get something you want, and at the end you kind of realise that it's not worth it at the expense of someone else's life or these creatures' lives. And it ends with Planet Kid just doing what he does best, which is running away. He's someone who just constantly runs from his problems. So the idea is that he has just vanished into a vortex, never to be seen again. So that's a little bit more of an explanation about the whole idea and the concept and stuff. And now that you know that information, maybe if you were confused, go back and watch the video. And if you haven't seen the video at all, please do go watch the video and let me know what you think. I know a lot of people were saying, oh, it can't be the end of a trilogy because that means we don't know what happens next. What I imagined would happen next is that Planet Kid kind of goes off into this vortex and just keeps doing what he's doing, and he's going to keep getting himself into infinite loops of getting himself into trouble and then running away from it. There was no definite conclusion just because he strikes me as a character that has no conclusion. He's just going to keep doing it until he dies, essentially. Which is sad, but not every story has to have a happy ending. I suppose it's kind of happy in a weird kind of way because he's able to kind of just run away from his problems, which makes him happy, but ultimately he's always going to have these problems behind him, and he's now a wanted man because Kaito Sycamore is now going to be on his trail like a mad dog. Essentially, his story is going to kind of end there, but I'm sure something in a similar world is going to pick up and carry on. So yes, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. PJ the Kickers. Who even knows what's going to be next? I know what's going to be next because I'm going to film it tomorrow. I got the plan. Take it easy. Watch some videos. Okay, see you later. Bye.